I was super effective. My thoughts were all over the place. I couldn't focus and I completely lost my life.
We all are taught from childhood how to earn our livelihood.
Yeah.
We are never taught how to enjoy our lives.
You had a lot of businessmen. What problems did they have?
Mind is active and the body is tranquil.
If we could just one more time define the word meditation for those skeptical ones.
You're the decision maker. For that, you need to have clarity and a relaxed state of mind.
How to stop the time going so fast? Hi guys, welcome to my new episode, Brands Through Stories. I'd like to thank you very much for subscribing to our channel, for leaving your comments, for giving us your likes. The channel is growing and it's because of your support. Thank you so much and please enjoy today's episode. I want to start this episode with my own story. And I have to please forgive me for a little bit of lengthy introduction, but I think it's very important. For about over a month ago, I felt that I was on the top of my game. Everything, the time management was sorted, waking up at 5 a.m., finishing work, everything at about 9 p.m., taking my kids to the activities, exercising in the gym, even lifting more weight that I was surprised about, doubling on my meetings during the day, and everything felt super healthy lifestyle. I didn't eat in the evening, was fasting, everything by the book. And I thought I was the superwoman. Until the day when I sat down with my mom to have a cup of tea, and I realized while she was telling me a story, I didn't know what she was saying. I couldn't understand what she was telling me. She was there with me, sharing her story, sharing her thoughts and feelings, and I can't focus. So that moment was a moment of realization. I felt like I'm there physically, but I'm not there presently. I've completely lost the sense of present time. And it wasn't just that moment, it was then days that I was not there anymore. And the scary part about it that still give me goosebumps is that I couldn't put back myself. I was super effective, very productive. My thoughts were all over the place. I couldn't focus and I completely lost my life. When I've realized it, something came. I've started getting the worst migraines I've ever had, and I'm not a woman of migraines. I've started losing my vision for a short period of time, 30, 60 minutes. So that was the day when I really had to stop and go back to and do something about it. And I believe in God, I believe in magic, I believe in destiny. At that moment when I felt like I need help from outside, I got a message on my phone on the old 2019 chat from a very dear person, Guruji, who is my guest today also, saying that the Rhythm of Life program is going to happen in June. And this is the program that helped me in 2019 to overcome a fear I had, a phobia. In 2024, helped me again to find myself and find the present moment. And today, when I'm back to my very productive life again, but very careful life, back to my present moment, I thought that it was very important for me to have this podcast, this episode, because I noticed more and more of my friends have the same feeling. They're there with me or with their families, but they're not truly there. And now when I talk about it openly like that, I've noticed it's a big problem among my friends, family members, and I think just in society, those who are high performers especially. So please, guys, welcome my guest today, Guruji. Thank you so much. Let me introduce you properly also. Guruji is Sanjeev Krishna. He has, in 2003, right, you established a yoga center that is the first ISO certified in the country. You've been a big contributor to the UAE society, community. With your program, Rhythm of Life, it helped more than 1,000 people globally. Helped me twice at this stage, yes. And also, you are the advisory board member of the Arab Region Yoga Instructors Council. You're also a director for the Council of Yoga Accreditation International, based in the USA. And Guruji was awarded a lot of different was recognized by a lot of different institutions, and one of them is Department of Health and Medical Services in Dubai. Right, and there are so many other great words I could say. Hundreds of testimonials from people you helped. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I got used to seeing you in a different settings, but I'm really thank you for coming all the way here.
Thank you, Nina.
I want to ask you the first question. So my story, the fear of my life, that what happened to me. What was it? What happened to me? What was this? When you think that you're super effective, and I felt like on adrenaline, and then this is, what is it?
You know, in every human being, if you observe, we are all made up of two components. One is an infinite and one is a finite. Every human being. What do you think is finite is our body is finite, limited. Our mind is infinite. Desires, thoughts. There's
Unlimited.
no end to it. So with an infinite mind, I want to achieve everything, but the body is finite. There are limitations. So if I do not know how to manage between the infinite and the finite, imbalance sets in all aspects. And mind always needs tranquility, and body needs activity. Today, if you see most of the people, mind is active and the body is tranquil. It's reversed.
True. Yeah.
So what happens? There are so much of imbalances, and the body is not able to manage the imbalances beyond limits. That is where we come into such issues on a physical, mental, and emotional plane. So once we are overstraining our mind, means our neurons in the brain beyond the limitations, naturally these types of things can happen.
It was completely disbalanced. I had very active body.
Yeah.
I managed to lift more weight. And I was thinking, how could I lift so much more weight? I couldn't before. But then I also overstretched my mind. I was, be effective, be strong. Oh, you can do more, you can do more, you can do more.
Yeah. See, even weights, for example, when our body is not that stretched and strong in our tendons, sometimes it can be straining. So if you're not able to understand that properly, it can strain the brain.
Really? Even the weight to my brain?
Of course, you're not a different particle, you're the same package.
I thought this one is one thing.
No,
this
no,
one,
no.
From here is you want to be slim. From here you want to be intelligent and
No.
big.
That's why if you see, let us say a country, every country has different departments or ministries, you can say. If any one of them does not function efficiently, the country will never grow.
This is true.
Same is the case of a company. Different departments. If all the departments does not function efficiently, the company cannot thrive.
So in that moment, when I was doing everything and healthy, right?
Yeah.
I forgot to say I didn't even drink alcohol, not even a sip almost. Healthy, fasting this. What was it? What were the signs of that? I don't know. Could disbalance that I'm going, to end up with? What was I supposed to? What were the red flags I should have noticed?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Same is the case in a family. In a family, there are different duties each one has to perform. And if I do my duty, we call it as Swadharma, then the families will enjoy lives. But at the same time, every member has a habit called Subhava. Your duty is one side, your habits are different.
Mm.
You got my
Yeah.
point. So, when any person that makes a family or a company or a country is a human individuals. Each individual has 5 divisions, which no one tells about, no one knows about.
No.
No company, no school teaches, no parents teaches. But we are all made up of 5 dimensions. And these 5 dimensions, if I don't take care, and if I do not maintain my balance or harmony or symphony, natural imbalances will set in. So, first and foremost, each and every individual should understand what are these 5 divisions in a single person, which can create imbalances.
What are those 5?
Yeah,
No, we.
that is, uh, all of us basically, the human body, everyone is the same. In the words, for example, all of us have 2 legs, 2 hands. Anatomy, physiology is all the same. There's no difference. All breathe oxygen, all give out carbon is the same. Even expressions or emotions of a human mind, of an individual, if you see, the microcosmic expression of a human emotion is the same as the macrocosmic expression of every human emotions in the world. It's the same. The only difference is either I am knowledgeable or I am ignorant. Knowledgeable on my health or on my breath or my expressions. If I'm not knowledgeable, I rather get into imbalances. That's why the most important is knowledge. We call it as intellectual sheath or scientific blend of mind. The more and more knowledgeable I am, the more and more I'm competent to enjoy my life.
And knowledge here we're talking about.
Knowledge is about everything. There's a difference between professional knowledge and common sense. Professional knowledge may not give you the best of happiness, but common sense is most important than any professional sense. You know why? A person with a common sense is always acceptable and can serve the community or himself. But a person with professional sense, he may get all the certification, recognition, but in the house there can be a divorce. Because there's a very much difference between these two. So, knowledge on health, on your food, nutrition, your exercising, your learning to understand your limitations of your body is of prime importance. And this varies from person to person, practice to practice. Breathing, if you observe, all of us we breathe. If you see animals, they're all living because they instinctively breathing, isn't it? They instinctively stretching every day.
Yeah,
But
they are stretching. Yeah.
every
I
day,
think
no
of
one,
cats straight
no one
away.
teach them.
All right.
But human beings, we have the ability to enhance our energy level in the body by learning the art or practice of breathing, which we don't do. Which we don't do. We just stuck with the breathing that has been given to us the moment we are out of our mother's tummy. After that, we don't even think about it unless you're very tired and exhausted. You just do that.
Like this, I breathe.
That's it. But you have the ability to increase your energy level, which no one is teaching us. You got it. So less of oxygen in the body, the cells in the body can never function efficiently. That's why it's very important to realize how energy plays a very major role in our maintenance, sustenance, and retenance of life.
Right.
So breathing is of prime importance because if you see, even your mobile, for example, you always charge it for 100% every day. You want to charge
Yeah, I
it
need to
full.
make sure I'm connected.
Yeah, and 30% of your charge goes off with your default systems of apps that you have installed. Continuously depletes, right?
Yeah.
Along with that, if you see, 20% goes for your communication, talking, discussing, all these things. 10% goes for your messages, downloads, all of them. And how many video games we see,
Yeah.
YouTube, WhatsApp, all of that. So it is continuously depleting energy. And when the energy is very low and you want to make an emergency call, how will be the state of mind? Panicky.
Panicking. Yeah.
Panicky. Same as a human being. We are not different from mobiles. First of all, we do not know the international charger that we have, how to charge. Mobiles are limited chargers. We have international chargers. Wherever you go, you can charge, but we don't charge.
So breathing is that
Breathing
energy.
is the energy. Because even without food,
I feel like I want to breathe now.
yeah, even without food,
Incorrect.
you can stay for 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, nothing will
Yeah.
happen. But without breath, 2 minutes, you can't.
Yeah.
Now, let us take our own breathing. We take 60% of our breath, we do. 30% go for a body functioning, the brain, the heart, the lungs, the digestion, elimination, circulation. Then, for your talking, communication, when you're sad, your energy goes down.
Mm-hmm.
When you're negative,
Your energy
emotions,
goes down.
energy is depleted. And you don't have that much energy. The body itself is having anxiety.
Yeah.
So that's why very important is our breathing technique, which no one is really learning about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these things has to be understood. And for you, as we discussed on how to overcome them, is understand the parameters and limitations and your strength, and you need to upgrade them on a time-to-time basis according to your activity. Because you might be coming here from morning 9, you're going in the evening, but you don't do any, like what to say, conscious breathing or anything during that time. For a period of time, the energy depletes. Then it all shows up in one time.
So we get energy through breathing,
Yeah.
not through sleeping.
Sleeping you get, but in sleeping time, even your breathing is very shallow.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
don't breathe properly.
Yeah.
But only good thing about when you breathe is you do the normal abdominal breathing. But when you sit, most of them do thoracic breathing. So it limits your intake of oxygen. Because mind and breath is absolutely connected. So when your mind is having 100 things going on, you don't breathe properly.
Yeah, imagine then you exercise also, and
That
then you
strains
run,
you.
yeah, less and less. And I did feel that, I did feel there wasn't 100% something right, because I have this thing that shows me my sleep. So I was sleeping, but it was not even deep. That was the only indicator I felt. I saw. Yeah.
Sleep is important. It's very important. But at the same time, the quality of sleep makes it better. For that, the quality of the sleep, food plays a very major role. The time of eating the food, all of this. But since you were following everything and still you got it, you would have been so much of things going on in your head. And also, whenever a person is having too much of confusions in thoughts,
Yeah.
you're having a duality, that's a human mind, always confused. Too much of confusions, the secretions in the body, in the brain, especially here, there are two, the glandular secretions get imbalanced. And this creates so much of imbalances in our outlook, in our day to day functioning also.
So so five, we wanted to the 5 parts of
One is physical food sheath, we call
yes.
it as.
Yeah.
Second is called the air sheath. Third is called the mind sheath. Fourth is called the intellectual. And fifth is called the happiness
Happiness.
sheath, covering.
Cover.
If all of them are not in synchronization, I will not be happy myself. If I'm not happy, how can I give happiness to my family or company or country or whatever?
I'm trying to figure out how many I had balanced that time, how many I had and how many were out. Happiness, I don't know. I was happy from my performance. I think, yeah,
Yeah,
completely. I would like to ask you, you've seen here in 20, so you've opened your center in 2023, 23,
yeah,
right? 20,
2003.
yeah, 2003, 20 years ago. And you had a lot of businessmen also probably at that time, right? A different position.
Yeah.
What did they come? What problems did they have then? Are they different from today?
No,
No,
human beings are
same.
basically the same.
No.
Only thing, for example, if you observe, the pressure and how to cope up with them is different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The coping of the problem at different situations varies from person to person, knowledge to knowledge, and how they learn to evolve in their
Mm-hmm.
business, entrepreneurship, everything. So, for example, we say a human being has three personalities. Three personalities, not
Mm-hmm.
one. One
Really.
is called the gross existence, second is called the subtle body,
Mm-hmm.
and third is called the causal body. If you see, the gross body is you see a cat, and your perceptions about the cat you may express. Another person sees a cat, he says, "Oh, what you say is not right, this is not the right cat."
Mm-hmm.
Someone says, "I love it." So, cat has nothing to do here.
Yeah, nothing. Cut is just
It is
there.
your perceptions about anything external is called the gross existence. Second is called the subtle body, what you really are, your knowledge, your experience, your evolution of consciousness. What is it that is undergoing in your head? Only you know, no one else knows. Right?
Right.
And the third is called the causal body, the karana, the reason. If you see, your name
Mm-hmm.
is not your choice. Parentage is not our choice. The place I am born is not our choice. The country is not my choice. So all these things are not my choice. It's gifted to me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Whenever I have ignorances on how to evolve myself into that, that can create, for example, some people say, before Corona, my business was very good.
Yeah.
Some say, after Corona, it's better.
Well,
You got my point. And since you do not know how to cope up with the external world in their businesses or entrepreneurship or whatever, you'll end up with stressing yourself, anxiety, tensions. You'll end up with so much of psychosomatic ailments. And we go to hospitals and the body says, I didn't do anything wrong.
mm,
You need to upgrade your software.
it's true.
That's why
Yeah.
we need to evolve according to the situation, circumstance, and gain the best of knowledge to act in a way I can be successful.
Mm.
That's what we as human beings should master. And that knowledge is called intellectual sheath in all dimensions. That is the only difference between any human being in the world.
Intellectual shit.
Gaining knowledge
Yeah.
in
Gaining
which, for
knowledge.
example, some people may be good in the IT, some may be good in medical. You got
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
But for me as a person, IT or medical is all there inside me, which I have to take care.
Yeah.
So if I do not know the minimal of it, I can have imbalances. So all those things varies.
So, so you want you. What I'm hearing is that it's the same problems as there were 20 years ago. It's just the way how we cope with the problems that change.
Exactly.
I feel today the time is flying. I mean, okay, I went through the program. I have to say, I have a different life now. My time is not flying anymore. I live in the present moment.
Yeah.
But at that, before I went to the program, I felt the time was flying. I couldn't even catch it.
Yeah.
Like completely flying. I couldn't, like, where is it? Uh, and I more and more I ask people, my friends around, they say, yes, the time is just went like this now. It feels like the world started, moving faster, turning faster. Have you experienced that from? I mean, I'm sure you have an experience, but do you feel, do you have in the same, your students, do they mention that also? Do they feel that it's,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
yeah,
Because it's not the time is not flying, your mind is flying.
mind?
Because time is the same, and nature has no time also. Only we human beings have timings. Nature is enjoying its
So,
eternal
yeah.
existence. If you see, our anxieties define my state of mind. When I want to achieve so many things and you see limitations, then you want to rush over everything. And when you rush over everything, you lose the moment of existence.
Exactly.
This is what is happening. And this is where we need to realize a person who is depressed is a person who's thinking about his past too much. And a person who's having too much of anxieties is thinking of future too much. It's very clear. And those who have too much of anxieties, they will always say time is flying
Time is flying.
because they feel they're not able to complete what they want. That's why I told you the first stage itself, mind has infinite thoughts, infinite desires.
Yeah.
Unless and until I learn to balance it, it can have problems in my every aspect of my present existence. So the present existence of my time, I don't utilize it in the proper manner. And I have all the time apprehensions how to do it tomorrow. So you're worried about it more. So you don't think about anyone sitting in front. You don't do what has to be done. You miss so many things. And then you say, oh, I missed that. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah. And
Because you're thinking more and more about how to finish the work.
so if I were those who cannot, and I highly recommend everyone to go to the program, which we'll talk about also, Rhythm of Life. For those who cannot join the program, what could they do? Like at least how to stop the time going so fast?
What they need to do is, for example, see, first of all, gaining the knowledge, if you observe, is very essential.
Yes.
See, we all are taught from childhood how to earn our livelihood.
Yeah.
We are never taught how to enjoy our lives.
Yeah.
You understood?
Yeah.
So, this to enjoy our life, we should have this knowledge.
Where do we find that?
Knowledge, which I do, is this is my life
Yeah.
experiences which I put into the program.
Yeah.
Because even me, I was also in corporate. It's not that I was just a yogi. I was in corporates, I was in different situations, but I could find it very helpful and successful to achieve whatever I wanted because this knowledge has really helped me in all these situations. That's why I made it as a package, wherein each and every individual knows what is his strength, what is his abilities, how he can overcome his weaknesses, and how he can transcend from his present disturbed state of mind to a higher state of existence.
Yeah.
So that program is there.
Yeah.
And that's why I always say those are destined only will come.
Yeah.
There's something called, we say karma also. And
No.
destined, they will always come and they will see the benefit they get out of it. We're almost like 14,000 across the globe who has done
Yeah.
this program.
It's absolutely magical program. I think, yeah, first time it helped me, second time it helped me, and it's
Yeah.
something. And it's not that everyone comes with the different problems,
Yeah.
right? It's different problems, and at the end we're all the same people, laughing, being friends,
Yeah.
talking to each other. Really a big transformation in just 10 days.
That's why I always say, when they come first day, they don't even look at each other.
Yeah.
Then second day, they would just give. Then the process starts and they communicate. Then second day, third day, fourth day, you come to know each other. Seventh day, we have the team building and
It's
everything.
7 day. Yeah.
At seventh day, then no one wants to leave anyone.
Yes.
Because
Yes. Yes.
we find all the differences are gone and we all become a lovely human being of
Yeah.
happiness, peace, harmony. So no one wants to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's true.
that's why I always say after 10 days, if this can happen, why not the whole human world can be in this knowledge? It
What?
can really help people.
And I think this is really one of the main motivator for me to do this podcast.
Yeah,
This episode is because I really, if everyone took a little, even half of the program, even one touch of the even if they attended the introductory class,
yeah,
right, the world would have been completely different
yeah,
today.
yeah. And I always feel also, Nina, for example, children.
Yeah,
Many elders say, oh, children will not like it. But I've seen when they just come for introduction and listen to it, they are more keen to do the program than the parents.
yeah,
It's
yes,
just a matter of because this knowledge is an experiential knowledge,
yeah,
logical, and a
logical,
simple science.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's if you can just give us a little bit of like in 2-3 sentences, what is the knowledge around? Like what is it based on?
Our rhythm of life.
Yeah, yeah.
See, if you see, we are all in our life rhythms,
Mm-hmm.
but we need fine tunes here and there. So, and as I told you, the 5 dimensions, we need to give them fine tuning. And if you observe, I explained to you what is the power of the brain, what's the power of your lungs, how your emotions operate, how your digestive system operates, how you need to have a clear idea on what you are and how you can strengthen and evolve. So, this covers the entire dimensions of the program. And I also give you 15 minutes of meditation, which is like installing an antivirus
Yeah,
to cope up with all the different situations, circumstances, people around us. Naturally, you're having an antivirus installed.
yeah,
So you can start enjoying your life.
yeah.
Life is to be enjoyed. And I always say we all come to this world for a holiday. The only guarantee is return ticket. So why worry about return ticket? Enjoy your holidays.
For the entrepreneurs today, this happiness idea, what would you define the happiness for entrepreneurs today?
The very word you said, entrepreneurs, shows they're
Yeah.
passionate about what they're doing,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes.
When they have a passion of what they're doing, it's very easy for them to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Because let us take meditation, for example. If your passion is singing, there are so many different types of meditation. One is meditation for relaxing, second is meditation for increasing the power of your mind by concentration, third is meditation for improving your consciousness or expanding your consciousness. And fourth is meditation for being with your true human ethical values as a lovely human being.
Mm.
Right? Now, all entrepreneurs are passionate about what they're doing, right or wrong?
Yes. Yes. It's
Isn't
our
it?
driver.
It's a passion. Now, when let us say an example of a singing is a passion.
Yeah.
If I am a person who loves singing, I'm automatically relaxed when I'm singing.
Right.
You understood? And that means meditation for relaxation is set in the activity called singing,
Mm.
painting, working, job, whatever. And whenever you're enjoying it, you don't have to strain to focus, you're enjoying the focus.
Yeah.
So, meditation for concentration is already set in the activity, whatever you are passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, whenever you're doing this, you're not worried about what's happening around. That means you have expanded your consciousness. And when a person is doing his passion in whatever way, he's not angry or agitated or frustrated. He's with the true, beautiful human ethical values.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is meditation? Meditation is something that gives you the absolute tranquility, calmness, fulfillment, contentment at that particular moment, isn't it? That state of mind is called meditation. So, an entrepreneur
Mm.
who is passionate about his job, he's in meditation. Only
Mm.
thing he has to master the imbalances to balance. That's it. And they all can be the best to enjoy their job, their passion. Life is in their hands.
I think I am in the state of meditation because I really love what I do. And
Exactly.
I think that imbalance came from that pushing more and more. I think infinite mind,
Pushing.
unlimited mind
Yeah.
with all of this that created that thing.
Yeah.
But can every entrepreneur get to that meditation feel?
Everyone, because entrepreneurs themselves shows that they are meditative
Uh-huh.
because they're passionate.
Passionate. Yeah.
Then why not?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just need to give the little briefing on how to enjoy their life in whatever they do.
Right.
Those technicalities, if we give them, they will enjoy the profession, business will thrive.
Right. And it's not just, I would assume, it's not just even the entrepreneurs, it's anyone.
Anyone in the world,
Anyone,
even
right?
children.
I
Children.
always feel children in their own world, especially the young one,
Yeah.
right?
Because, children, if it is very important, children are like computers. What you feed them is what they become. If you do smoking and you tell the child don't smoke, it doesn't make sense. So they observe what you see, not what you say. So once the parents are able to showcase the beauty of their life, of course, children will follow them.
Right. They
Yeah.
will autumn.
Many times I see parents are playing with the mobile all the time, and the child says, "Don't use it." It doesn't make sense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Very important. See, mobiles or anything for that matter should be used by the person, not to be used by the mobile.
Right. Yeah.
So we should be a master in using our gadgets rather than a slave to our gadgets.
I think this is so important
Very,
for
very
today's
important.
world
Yeah.
because kids are my kids are small. They still every time they see mobile, they want it. They want it, and
Yeah.
it's always this battle. No, no, please, no, no, please. It's stressful.
Yeah. But instead of that, if the child is able to understand and comprehend, you can convince them, talk to them in a nice manner, in a nice tone, so they will understand.
Right,
It's not that you need to push them.
right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to really. I need to look into that very carefully now, because you can't protect them by locking their
No,
phones
no,
and they
no.
safe. You cannot. They go to your neighbor and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
So for entrepreneurs, our work could be a meditation.
Because if the entrepreneurs itself mean they're passionate about what they're
Passionate
doing.
about work. Yeah, if we could just one more time define the word meditation for those skeptical ones, because I'm sure some people, especially maybe, in my close family, they think meditation is sitting doing this. And that's what it is.
No, no,
Let's
no.
define what it is actually.
Meditation is a medium or a methodology that helps an individual or a human being to have the clarity of thoughts and a relaxed state of mind at any given point of time.
Yeah,
This is meditation.
I didn't get to that yet.
You
Yeah,
understood?
yeah,
And it's not an option, it's a necessity today. Because in your life, you're the decision maker.
yeah.
And if someone makes a decision and say, because of you it happened. No, you're the decision maker. And for that you need to have clarity and a relaxed state of mind. And that essence is what is meditative practices. Today it is getting so much of disturbed ideas about meditation. But it's a very simple essence of knowledge.
So meditation is not that 20 minutes sitting and
No,
this. It's the constant way of living.
constant way of living. That's why in advanced rhythm of life, I really make you all do to get into that state of enjoying that life during those days. So expand from that 15 minutes to almost 2 days. Yeah. And gradually you'll start imbibing it in your day-to-day life. So life becomes absolute enjoyment.
When do people? So I practice meditation now. When do can I say that it's part of my? It's part of that's how I live. No, I have absolute different quality of life now. I do. My time is not flying, and even if I have a second of feeling like that, I stop it.
Exactly.
But could I say that I'm in the constant state of meditation happiness? No, even sometimes meditation, I sit and it's still tick, 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 this, I hear everything. Sometimes it just goes differently,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
sometimes, how much do I need to practice to get to that?
No, don't think it as a
No?
practice. Live in it. Live in
Uh-huh.
it. Don't do anything to get anything. Just live in it. Live in the moments. You understood?
Just let it
Just let
go.
it
Like,
happen. It
just
will
let
all
it
happen.
happen.
Yeah, yeah. Everything will happen.
Right.
For example, there are consciousness on different levels. Told you habits and duties. Habits is the creation of the subconscious mind. Duties, you very well know what is right and what is wrong. But I'm so habitually conditioned that many a time I go with my habits. That's why in Rhythm of Life, if you observe, one session I absolutely discuss on the mind and how you need to master them. Because it's not you. Mind is only a support system. So when you get all those knowledge into that, you are the deciding factor, end of the day. And you will enjoy your life.
And I think this subject is, I know I've spent 10 days with you, and it was never enough. I always wanted just to take notes because you're full of wisdoms, and every sentence I need to think through when you're saying it. Unfortunately, the time is so short with our podcast that we've just started. But I want to ask you, just since we're going towards the end a little bit, what could you give us a practical example, practical advice for my friends who fall into the same trap of not being able to focus and not living in the present moment? What could they do tomorrow?
The best thing they can.
What is the appeal?
Yeah. See, the best thing is everyone loves to not strain much.
Uh-huh.
At the same time, they want focus. They want calmness. The best thing is they can learn a simple practice lying down called yogic breathing.
Yogic breathing.
That is, your mind is directly connected to the breath. When your mind is away from the breath, it goes haywire. So, anyone who wants to calm down, just lie down and do the yogic breathing. Inhaling, observe the abdomen rising. Exhaling, it slowly comes down. Do it for 10-15 times, morning and evening. It will settle down automatically. And this everyone can do.
Everyone can do. Everyone can
Yeah.
do it.
And specifically, if you want, there are postures which I say adopt it so that you get the maximum energy into the body. Because the energy, the air that we take is not only air, it is 5 types of current working on the brain, heart, lungs, digestion, elimination, circulation. Even your opening and eyes is energy. We call it Naga, Kurma, Krikara, Devadatta, Dhananjaya. Even if you see in the eternal world, you cut an apple, after some times it becomes bad. Our body, when we leave, it becomes deteriorated. That's because Dhananjaya current. So everything is air. You got my point. So when the air is sufficiently entering your system, only your brain works. And only when the brain works, your sense organs work. And only when the sense organ works, you perceive and understand and you do activity. So it's again air. So when you are connected with the breath and your mind is there, automatically you will calm down. Clarity will come. And this anytime, any moment they can do. So all your friends can do this.
I need to do it now. I realize I went through, it's a constant practice, right?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
constant reminder of, because now I'm thinking, why did I stop breathing? I need to stop. I need to start.
Have you noticed whenever we are stressed, we don't breathe? And then we do this. And then we get palpitation and
Yeah.
we go to hospitals. No, you just sit and breathe.
Breathe. The power of
Yeah.
breathing. Guruji, you also are an entrepreneur. We could say you have your own center. A lot of people are attending, coming there. You had thousands of clients. So I always ask these three questions at the end of the session. What do entrepreneurs need to do on a regular basis to be successful? The second question is what they should stay away from to be successful. And the third one, what's not to be afraid of to be successful. So, what to do on the regular basis?
First thing that you said is what they need to do
Yeah.
to be successful,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
First of all, they need to take care of their health.
Health. Yeah.
Because how much of a wealth you have, if you don't have health, it doesn't help you in any way. So your priority should be health. Health can enjoy your wealth. This you should have it in your mind. And if you observe from a 24 hours that we have, we don't have time for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We spend for everything else, but not for our health.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to health, oh, it's okay. You
I'm
go on
okay.
delaying.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, as an entrepreneur, you should have to understand financial health will never give you physical and mental health. But physical and mental health will give you financial wealth. This is what an entrepreneur
So true.
has to understand. Second, fear. Only when you're not confident about yourself, this basic fundamental aspects of fear is a creator for negative emotions.
Mm.
Fear is not something negative. Fear is just to make you aware and alert of your life so that you safeguard yourself from negative implications. Fear is not negative.
So don't be afraid of just
The more and more
No.
confident you
Yeah.
are, the more and more courageous you are, fear cannot stand on the way. It's a very simple, if you observe, there's no light, we have fear. Put the light, there is no fear, right? Why? Because when knowledge transcends, darkness is still out. You understood?
Mm-hmm.
So when gain more and more knowledge, whether it's your job, your profession, your life, your health, naturally there's no place for fear.
Mm. So yeah, gain knowledge all the time. Look for knowledge.
That's it. We are all here to seek knowledge.
Seek
We are
knowledge.
not here to teach others. The problem today in the world is we all want to teach others when they don't want to learn. And we push ourselves to teach them, and we land up in all the court cases and police stations, and we
Yeah.
spend all our money. Always be a seeker. When you're a seeker, everyone in front of you is your teacher. You got it? So, as an entrepreneur, every day it gives you knowledge on various forms, formalities, life. It evolves. Then where's the chance for fear?
True. True. Beautiful.
What's the other one you had been asking?
Not to be to stay away from.
Stay away from is negative things.
Mm-hmm.
Negative things, as I told you. For example, anything that is negative, negative in the sense, negative should be the one that gives you pain.
Mm-hmm.
But certain things, when pain comes, don't try to run away. Transfer that pain or divert the pain to gain for yourself. How? Some people learn by suffering. Some people learn by seeking knowledge. Be a seeker, then you don't suffer. If you are suffering, that means you are not seeking.
It sounds so inspiring and easy.
But
It's
this is the truth.
beautiful. It's true.
That's the
Yeah,
truth.
it's truth. It's truth.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really thank you so much. I can't thank you. Again, I've learned so much, even from the short episodes. All I want is to write notes. Thank you very much again for
You're
this.
welcome,
And
welcome.
I hope, like I said, I think Rhythm of Life is beautiful program. It's It's not. I'm sure some people think, oh, Nina went into this yoga. I think it's so much. I think first of all, we have a strange, maybe we don't really understand what yoga is. Some of us, we have our own interpretation what we've seen from social media, right? It's not just. It's not the yoga in our own. What I had thought of it before. It's a completely transformation of everything.
Yeah. See, yoga, if you see, Nina, many people see yoga as an exercise. It's
Yes,
not at all.
yes.
If you see the word yog in Sanskrit or yuj in Sanskrit, it just means harmony, symphony, union, coordination. In Arabic, you can say etihad. This in English has become yoga. But the
Right.
basic essence is every human being should live in harmony.
Yeah.
So, how to gain that harmony is just by experiential wisdom of management. That is the crux of this knowledge.
Experiential wisdom of.
Knowledge. This science is very profound, logical, and universal application for every living human being in the world. And again, if you see if a family, for example, I always say do it with family. Why? A family is not different units in a personality. For example, a family is one unit. All eat together, live together. So, having the knowledge of food, nutrition, way of life, management of life makes the beautiful harmony in families.
Yeah.
That's why families, when they do together, it's a different
Experience.
by itself.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And especially children.
Children.
At a very young age, you should teach them how to enjoy life. Just don't push them to earn livelihood.
And I think especially in teenagers, I know a lot of my friends, they have teenage kids, and it's a different story.
But I've seen now, I won't believe I have podcast where children come and ask me questions about what their problem, exams, why mother is shouting at them, all of that. And I give them answers. And they are so happy to eat. You can
Really?
see in my YouTube channel.
What's the most asked question by teenagers and children?
In exam time, they are stressed.
Oh,
They do
how
not
to-
know how to face. Then mommy is scolding me. Mommy is not telling me I'm not eating. So I explain. If you go to the YouTube channel,
Yeah, well,
you can see the podcast.
great. We will put all the links in this episode to your YouTube channel, to your
Yeah,
rhythm
yeah.
of life and everything.
Sure.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're
again.
welcome,
Thank
Nina.
you.
Good to be with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Thanks a lot. Was it okay? Yes,
Very good.
I'm thinking, oh my God, I didn't do this again. Where's my breathing? Where's this? Why didn't I do this? And I ask you a question. And if you're going through all the information again, and every time I hear new things I discover. New things. I've listened to them in the program, and now again, it's like you can listen to that forever.
Yeah. It's all default system in the brain.
I want to ask you practical. I'm really scared of flying.
Of?
Flying.
Flying.
Air phobia. Any secret there how not to be scared? You always have low voice, but now it's even lower. It's like meditation.